So you are thinking of making the move here to Nashville, Tennessee, but you're looking for an alternative to big city life. Well, that is wonderful because today we are going to discuss 3 reasons why Dickson, Tennessee should be on your radar when you're considering making a move here to the greater Nashville, Tennessee area. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living, working, and playing here in Nashville, Tennessee, then go ahead and click that subscribe button and tap the bell for notifications so that you can be the first to know about the current market here in Nashville, Tennessee. So before we dive into our video for the day, folks, let's talk a little bit more about Dickson, Tennessee. So Dickson, Tennessee started as a stop on the railroad line between Nashville, Tennessee and the Tennessee River, and was officially chartered by the Tennessee General Assembly in 1925. Today, the city has grown pretty significantly and now encompasses more than 20 square miles and serves as home to more than 16,000 people in 2023, making it the 38th largest city in the state of Tennessee. Now that you have a little bit more of a background on Dickson, Tennessee, let's go ahead and dive into our video and the reasons why you should consider Dickson, Tennessee when you're looking to move to the greater Nashville area. So number 1 on our list of reasons is going to be convenience. So downtown Dickson is only 32.6 miles outside of Nashville, Tennessee, and offers you almost immediate access to 2 major highways, that being Highway 70 and I-40, that will take you into Nashville, Tennessee. Now, the immediate access to the highways isn't anything necessarily special, but it is certainly worth noting that either option is going to be the lowest volume of traffic or lowest traffic volume of any highway heading into Nashville, Tennessee, especially when you compare it to the commute from other similar cities like Murfreesboro or Antioch or Franklin or Hendersonville or Gallatin or Brentwood. Living in Dickson, you have a very, very low traffic volume and a shorter commute into downtown than you do really anywhere else in the greater Nashville area. Now, when I say shorter, I don't necessarily mean distance-wise, but I do mean commute time-wise. That lower volume of traffic means less stop and go, less reduced speed, and typically, if you're commuting into Nashville down Highway 70 or I-40, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, it's essentially a straight shot into downtown Nashville. There's typically not a ton of traffic until you get into the inner, the inner parts of the city. Anyways, folks, great commutes there. Definitely lower traffic volume than anywhere else into Nashville. The second reason on our list is something that is often overlooked, and that is going to be the setting. So Dickson is a small to medium-sized city set in the rolling hills and farmland just southwest of Nashville, Tennessee, and bordering Williamson County. That's home to Brentwood and Franklin, Tennessee. If you've not seen any of our other videos on Brentwood and Franklin, I highly recommend you check them out. But Williamson County is an incredibly nice county in Tennessee. So, being right next door in Dickson County isn't necessarily a bad thing. Whenever I move to a new place, I typically spend a lot of time during the first year or so of living there just driving the back roads or cycling the back roads and really exploring the area and getting to know where things are, what things look like. And when you drive through and around Dickson, you're blown away from the beauty around you. There are large blocks of mature hardwoods that change color each year in every single direction. And the only time those big blocks of hardwoods are really interrupted is by large rolling sections of farmland. Beautiful farmland dotted with historic barns and farmhouses, and it's just an incredible area. Now, when you look at other areas like Murfreesboro or Antioch or Lebanon or Hendersonville or Gallatin, you might be a little disappointed when you start to compare them. These areas are typically relatively flat. They're much more densely developed areas that just don't have the same charm or physical beauty, at least in my opinion, and they don't really offer anything more in regards to access or convenience or amenities that people typically want. The last reason on our list of reasons today that you should move to Dickson, Tennessee is going to be the quality of life that you'll find here. Now, I am a little biased here because my wife and I have loved living here over the last 2 years, but the quality of life that you're going to experience here in Dickson is kind of unlike anywhere else in the greater Nashville area, especially that I've lived in. Dickson has more of a small town, kind of mildly country feel to it without sacrificing anything in regards to access, convenience, or amenities. You'll find friendly folks just about everywhere you turn here in Dickson without really ever feeling crowded. The traffic here in Dickson is minimal, and even at the busiest of times, you won't really encounter any major traffic jams. I mean, in 2 years of living here, I really can't recall a single time where I sat in bumper to bumper or stop and go traffic. Whereas in other places I've lived in the greater Nashville area, that was almost a daily occurrence. Now the slow pace of life and friendly folks are nice, but typically when you think of slower pace and small town feel, you think that you have to sacrifice access or amenities, and it just really isn't the case here in Dickson, Tennessee. Dickson has just about every single type of retail experience you could need. There are plenty of restaurants, from your typical chain joint to many different mom and pop places that give the area some character. And Nashville is just a short drive down the road if you can't find what you're looking for here in Dickson, Tennessee. A fun little anecdote, we actually encountered some folks. We met them down here. We were actually selling a Peloton, so they came down to pick it up. Well, fun fact, their kids had just purchased a new home in East Nashville. Now, they paid a very, very high premium for it. I mean, that's just East Nashville. And it wasn't really in the best of areas, and they just weren't super enthused about it. And they made a comment when they came down here to Dickson that they had no idea this area existed. They wish their children had looked in this area. It was so nice. People were friendly. The countryside was beautiful. They didn't have the traffic and stuff like that their kids were already dealing with over in East Nashville. And overall, they just kind of lamented the fact that they were unaware of Dickson. So, just a fun little anecdote. It's not super common that people think of Dickson when they're moving to Nashville. So that's why we're making our video today. That is going to wrap up our video for the day, folks. I hope that this has given you a little bit more insight as to what a hidden gem of a city that Dickson, Tennessee is. And remember, folks, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule a personalized Zoom call with us, all in the description below, so that we can help you make a smooth move here to Dickson, Tennessee. Until next time, I hope to see you around town soon.